Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste friends. We are starting a beautiful series, The Stories of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we are going to continuously do this with little bit of difference. Towards the end, we might have an assignment to do to get a deeper understanding of what we listened. Apart from that, it is truly an amazing stress buster from the daily routine. Don't think this is for children. All of us, at whatever age we are, we have a child in us. Don't forget it. Never let that child die, because that child is the one which can give us that enthusiasm to continue with what all we are doing. So learning is a process. And don't think this is just Purana story. What is there to listen? All of us know about Krishna. What is a big deal? No. Everybody know about Krishna, but a lot of things that we need to understand that we don't know. Let us learn together and grow with the great consciousness of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Today we are going to see the chapter, The Appearance of Lord Krishna. Once upon a time, the earth goddess Bhumi became a cow and went to ask Lord Brahma for help. The whole world, she cried, is upset because now there are many kings on earth who are really demons. So Lord Brahma, who is the father of the universe, Bhumi, and all the demigods went to the ocean of milk to see Lord Vishnu on his planet of Shvetadvipa. They all offered their respectful obeisances to Lord Vishnu and chanted the Purusha Sukta prayers. Lord Vishnu said, "Soon I will come down to earth as the son of Vasudeva, along with my brother and sister Balarama and Yogamaya. All of you demigods should take birth on earth in the Yadu family. Then I will come myself as a Supreme Lord Krishna to save all the devotees and to kill all the demons." Sometime later, Vasudeva, the son of Yadu king Shurasena, married Devaki, the beautiful daughter of Ugrasena. After the wedding, Devaki's brother Kamsa drove them home on a wonderful golden chariot. Accompanying them, there were hundreds of other nice chariots, 200 of our young girlfriends, 15,000 horses, and 400 elephants nicely decorated with gold and garlands, along with the wonderful music of conch shells, bugles, and drums. Suddenly a great voice was heard from the sky. "Kamsa, you are such a fool! The eighth son of this sister will kill you." Kamsa became afraid. Immediately he caught Devaki's hand and raised his sword to kill her. Vasudeva, her fearless husband, stopped him and said, "My dear brother-in-law, please do not kill your own sister. She is never going to give you any trouble. Right now you are quite safe. Whenever she has any children, I promise to give them all to you." Kamsa knew that Vasudeva would keep his promise, so he did not kill her. After Devaki had her first baby, the great devotee Narada Muni came to Kamsa and said, "Kamsa, be careful of the friends and demigods born in the families of Vasudeva. Nanda Maharaja and the coward men, they are all getting ready for Krishna to come. He is sure to kill all the demonic kings of the world." Kamsa and his friends were all demons, so they were always afraid of the demigods, and Kamsa was especially very afraid that he would be killed by Krishna, who would be born in the Yadu family. He looked to Vasudeva Devaki and his own father Ugrasena in prison. Then Kamsa made himself the king. He began to disturb the whole Yadu family and even killed the 6 baby boys born to Devaki and Vasudeva, one after another. Krishna's sister Yogamaya took away Devaki's 7th baby, Balarama, and put him safely in Vrindavana with Rohini in the house of Nanda and Yashoda. Then Krishna was ready to come as the 8th son of Devaki. The baby Kamsa feared the most. As the days went by, an ocean of hate grew in Kamsa's heart. He waited for the birth of the child, hoping to kill him as he had killed Devaki's other 6 sons. He was always thinking of Krishna 24 hours a day, while sleeping, eating, working, while talking, sitting or walking. All Kamsa could see around him was Krishna. Devaki became very happy waiting for Krishna's birth. All the demigods and Narada visited her to tell her, "Do not be afraid, Devaki. Your son Krishna can never be killed by the demon Kamsa. Krishna is coming just to kill all the demons everywhere in the world so his devotees can live peacefully." At the time of Krishna's birth, there were good signs everywhere. The planets and stars moved to good positions in the skies. The rivers were full of clear flowing waters and the lakes were full of lotus flowers. The forests were full of beautiful singing birds and dancing peacocks. The soft winds smelled of sweet flowers. The Brahmana priest found their homes very nice and offering sacrifices and prasada to the Lord. The Gandharvas and Kinnaras began to sing heavenly songs. The Siddhas and Charanas offered prayers. The Apsaras began to dance, and the great sages and demigods showered flowers from the sky. Then, in the darkness of the night, during a heavy rainstorm, Lord Vishnu appeared as the Supreme Personality of the Godhead before Devaki, who also looked as beautiful as demigoddess. Vasudeva saw his wonderful baby son with 4 hands holding a conch, shell, club, disc and lotus flower, and flashing his bright effulgence with the room. He had the special mark of Srivatsa on his chest and the jeweled necklace with Kaustubha stone around his neck. He was dressed in yellow silk, valuable golden bracelets, bangles, earrings and other ornaments all over his body. He had a full head of lovely thick black hair and wore a helmet and the Vaidurya stone. Vasudeva wanted to celebrate the birth of his wonderful baby by giving away thousands of decorated cows to the Brahmins. But as he was locked in prison, he simply prayed. He bowed down with his hands to offer prayers. "My Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and you have so kindly appeared in my home to kill the demonic kings of the world like Kamsa. Knowing that you are to kill him and his followers, Kamsa has already killed your 6 baby brothers before you. As soon as he understands that you are here at last, he will try to kill you too." Devaki was very afraid of her brother and prayed, "My dear Krishna, please save me from the cruel hands of Kamsa. As soon as he knows you are here, he will hurt you. So please hide your 4-armed form from our eyes." Krishna answered, "I know you're thinking about me out of great love and are afraid of Kamsa. Therefore take me now to Gokula Vrindavana and exchange me with the daughter who has just born to Yashoda." Then the Lord turned himself into an ordinary small baby. Vasudeva quietly took his little son out of prison. Somehow all the doors opened and everyone in Kamsa's place, especially the doorkeepers, slept very nicely. The night was dark and it was thundering and raining, while Vasudeva carried little Krishna in the heavy rain. Lord Anantasesha spread his serpent hood over Vasudeva's head like an umbrella. They came to Yamuna river, and which was roaring with big waves and foams. But they were able to cross on the other side. Vasudeva went to the home of Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavana, where everyone was sleeping. He walked inside quietly and put Krishna down next to Mother Yashoda. Then he picked up Yashoda's baby girl and went back with her to the prison of Kamsa, where he put her down next to Devaki. He locked everything very well so Kamsa could not see that so many things happened during the night. After Vasudeva locked the doors, the gatekeepers woke up and heard the new baby crying. They went to tell Kamsa. Kamsa was terrified. His hair was standing on end. He jumped out of his bed and cried, "Now the cruel death of my life is born." Then he hurried to the prison and to the bed of Devaki and the baby. Quietly Devaki said, "My dear brother Kamsa, please do not kill this baby girl. You will not be killed by a girl but by my 8th son." Cruel Kamsa grabbed the newborn child to throw her down hard on the stone. But that baby slipped right out of his hands and went straight up into the sky. Actually, she was the wonderful goddess Durga. She wore a beautiful dress, flower garlands and shining jewels and ornaments. In her 8 hands she held a bow, spear, arrows, bell, conch shell, disc, club and shield. From above in the sky, the goddess Durga shouted at Kamsa, "You rascal, you cannot kill me. The child who will kill you is already born before me, somewhere in this world. Do not be so cruel to your poor sister." Then she left. Kamsa became even more afraid. He said to Vasudeva and Devaki, "I have been just like a demon to kill your 6 little babies. Please excuse me for my terrible behavior." He unlocked them personally and let them go out of prison. But the next day he had changed his heart. Kamsa, who was the greatest rascal, ordered his demon friends to disturb all kinds of saintly persons and to kill all the children born within the last 10 days. In Vrindavana, it was declared that the boy was born to Yashoda. Nanda Maharaja gave away 2 lakh well-decorated cows, mountains of grains, golden bordered clothes and ornaments to the Brahmins, musicians and singers. The Brahmanas chanted Sanskrit hymns for the good fortune of the child. All the cowherd men and their wives, the gopis, dressed up very nicely and brought gifts to the new baby. When they got to Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda's house, the gopis gave their blessings to Krishna by mixing turmeric powder, oil, yogurt, milk and water, sprinkling it on him and on everyone there. The cowherd men saw the fun and they in turn joyfully threw yogurt, milk, ghee and water on the gopis. Then everyone began to throw butter on each other. Nanda Maharaja was very happy to see all of them enjoying Krishna's birth ceremony and prayed to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to protect his child. With that beautiful appearance of Lord Krishna, we end this chapter. And what would be the assignment?
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama